Hey, what's up? Just wanted to jump in here real quick, guys. Just got done with my Saturday walk, and during that walk, I was thinking about like what are my top 5 secrets when talking with sellers, right? And this is one of the things that I train our people on as well. Is making sure that you have those conversations with your sellers and you make sure you get the information out that you need to get the information out on. So these 5 things, they may surprise some of you guys because they're a little bit different than what other people talk about or what other people teach, right? So I'm gonna be brief today. I just want to make sure I get this information out. It's Phoenix, starting to get hot. We're starting to get that 100-degree weather. So just bear with me, all right? So 5 top secrets we're talking with motivated sellers. Number 1, and this is definitely going to be a shock to you, but rapport is overrated. Rapport is overrated. That's secondary. A lot of people always talk about, well, you got to build rapport with the sellers. You got to build rapport with the sellers. People, want that know, like, and trust factor. It's completely overrated. And the reason why I say that is because when you're on the phone and you're doing business, a lot of times people want to do business. They're not looking for a friend. They already have a friend. They already have family members. They don't care anything about rapport. Yes, the know, like, and trust factor comes into play, but it's not the top priority. One of the things they want to know is, can you perform? So if we write up a contract, they want to know, can you close this deal? They don't care if they like you or not. They want to know if you can close the deal. So the trust factor is actually the number 1. So you hear a lot of people talk about, well, you got to build rapport, you got to build rapport, you got to build rapport. Again, that's overrated. And I'm going to tell you where that rapport building really comes into play. So that's number 1. Rapport building is overrated. Number 2, you got to be forward. Okay? Don't beat around the bush. Don't take time trying to explain what you're trying to explain. They are aware that this is business. So you got to be forward. You got to get right to it. This is what I'm trying to do. Again, they're not looking for a friend. So when you get on the phone and you're talking with these sellers, even if you're doing a cold calling yourself or if your VA has already passed over the lead to you, it's, hi, you know what, I'm so-and-so, and let's jump right into it. I don't want to waste any of your time. I just want to see if we're possibly a good fit. This is business, all right? So 2 is be forward, but informative, So sometimes you have to be informative. And what do I mean by be informative? You got to make sure you introduce yourself the right way, all right? So number 3, so just to recap, we did number 1, rapport is overrated. Number 2, be forward but informative. Number 3, ask open-ended questions and shut the hell up. All right? You don't have to fill gap and fill space on the telephone call. Ask your open-ended questions and shut up. All right? How many bathrooms is it? How many bedrooms is it? Be quiet and shut up. What's the condition? Mr. Mrs. Johnson, can you walk me through the house and, as if I was there, walking through the front door, what am I seeing to my right, to my left? Let them build the story. Let them tell the story about the property. Another question that you want to ask is, what's the age? What's the condition? So, as you're walking me through the property and I'm looking to the right and that's the kitchen, when was the last time it was updated? When was the last time the counters or the cabinet was updated? Be quiet. Let them talk. They'll be like, well, you know what? Not really sure. Okay, well, you're not sure, was it 10 years ago? Was it 20 years ago? Or is it the original, cabinets or counters from when the house was built? Right? And the main reason, the main question, or I would say the 2 main questions to ask and just shut up is, 1 is, why are they selling? All right, Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so, we're on this phone call. You received a letter from us, or we're having this conversation. Why are you interested in selling? Yep, just like that. Be quiet. Let them answer. They'll hem, they'll haw, they'll, well, you know what, it's because of this, or, you know, because I'm moving down south, or, you know, we just need another place to move to. You know, ask that open-ended question and just let it sit there. And they'll tell you everything you need to know. But once they start giving you that, then you can ask follow-up questions, all right? So, and then the next one is, how much do they need to sell for? All right, so, all right, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, if everything is perfect and all things align, you know, how much were you looking to sell for? How much do you need to sell for, right? It's not how much do they want to sell for. You know, they could want to sell for $1 million. And one of the things that they'll always come back and say is, well, I'm not really sure, you know, you gave me the call, you know, you present the offer, you know, you offer me. All right, Mr. Seller, well, I can offer you, you know, $5,000. I can offer you $20,000. Well, nah, I can't take that. All right, well, I know you can't take $20,000. What is a realistic number that you would be willing to take? And then be quiet and shut up, okay? So you can get key information from people just by asking the right questions and being quiet. So number one was rapport is overrated. Number two, be forward but informational. Number three is to ask open-ended questions. Number four, introduce yourself the correct way. And what I mean by that is, you know, a lot of people want to go on, yes, I'm a real estate investor. I never use those words. I never use real estate investor. For one, that is a word that creates abrasion because people now think that you have the upper hand, you have money, you're trying to get something for nothing. So I always just let people know that we're a local family that's looking to buy property in the area. We know the area very well, and we're looking to buy more property in that area. So key to yourself is don't use the word real estate investor. I never use it. So I'm local to the area, or if you're doing this virtual, hey, you know what? We have some people that's local in the area, and we're interested in buying properties in that area. Sell your ties to the community. You know, if you know the community very well, sell your ties to the community. I know such and such high school is over here, or a friend of mine went to high school over there, or, you know, I grew up in the area. I know one of the major parks that's in the area, something like that. And then respect their time, right? So you don't want to just be on the phone just conversating 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Respect their time. You know, say what you need to say, get the information that you need to get, and then follow up with them, and then always come back. All right? And then number five, do your due diligence if possible before you have that phone call with the seller. So always make sure you do your due diligence. Research the property. Again, know the surrounding areas, what parks are in the area, what stores are in the area. If it's something in the area that's identifiable, discuss that. You know, if it's a historical area, talk about some of the historical things that you know about the area, and how you can do a lot of the due diligence prior to is you can use PropStream and look up the mortgage information. You can look up how long they own the home, if they're the primary owner, if they own multiple properties. You can look up all of this information on propstream.com. I'll make sure I have a link below, so if you never use PropStream, you can get a 7-day free trial and try it down there. And then this is my bonus tip that I hardly ever share, but I'm gonna share with you guys is never end the call first. Once the conversation is over, okay, thank you. You know, you have a wonderful day. I look forward to speaking with you shortly. In the future, I'll get back to you. Let them be the first ones to answer to hang up the phone. So just sit there and just wait until they hang up the phone. Because a lot of times you will hear conversations in the background, you know, that can easily position you for the next phone call. You know what, we told him, you know, that we would, you know, sell for, you know, $300,000, but man, if he came in at 280 cash, I would definitely do it. So always be the last one to hang up the phone. So that's my bonus. Number 6 is never end the call first. So let's just kind of recap my top 5 secrets when talking with motivated sellers. Number 1, rapport is overrated. Number 2, be forward and informative. Number 3, always ask open-ended questions and shut the hell up after that. Then 4, introduce yourself the right way. Again, never use I'm an investor. Always I'm local to the area, or I know someone that's local to the area, family member that's local to the area, grew up in the area, vacationed in the area, something like that. Number 5, do your due diligence prior to. You can use propstream.com. And then bonus, number 6 is never end the call first. All right, guys, it's Marcus Maloney signing off, letting you know I've been doing this for over 10 years. And actually, I'm going to be doing a free webinar coming up here. I'll have the link below, and I'm going to go over like our top 5 strategies you need to have when starting a successful real estate business. So love to talk to you, love to reach out to you. Remember, I have the 15-minute free consultation. You can go to our website, marcusemaloney.com, and schedule some time with me there. So enjoy your weekend. Have a good weekend. Talk to you next Saturday.